So I want to welcome to the show, Jamie DiBease, founder of DayOne Advertising. Jamie, thanks for being here with us. Share with us what you do and how you guys help dentists.
Hey, thanks, Paul. I'm glad to be on here today. So I love the intro about helping dentists do what they love, whatever that is. It could be more dentistry. It could be spending more time on your interests and hobbies. But we help dentists to be able to grow their practices by adding the valuable patients that they want to have. It's not a cookie cutter approach. It's very personalized for them. And we make sure that we follow it up. It's not a set it and forget it. So it's a very personalized approach to make sure that new valuable patients are coming in.
And I want to share, and I think I always like to use comparisons when I'm talking to dentists or patients. And, my sister was on here first, and she's a physical therapist. And what is the thing that we don't do at the gym enough, and I don't do it, is stretch. Stretching is annoying, but we should do it. And most injuries come from lack of flexibility and stretching. But you got to stretch yourself. But imagine if someone in your practice could stretch for you, and that is you, Jamie, because marketing is not something dentists like to do. It's sometimes it feels awkward to try to do it. Sometimes you really have no idea how to even start to do Facebook ads for dummies. So share with us the process. Let's say I'm a dentist. You've worked with our office directly. But I say, Jamie, this pandemic has made me realize I want to do more dental work on fewer patients. And what I want to do is bring in patients for removable implant overdentures. People who are about to lose all their teeth, have lost all their teeth, don't like dentures, and we're either going to give them something that snaps in and out or stays in all the time. And our good mutual friend who introduced us, so great for that, loves implants too. So walk me through what you would do in a summary for a practice like mine.
Absolutely. We make sure that we get to know what's going on at the practice. So we have a very comprehensive approach where we spend at least 3 conversations over a period of a couple weeks, where we are doing a lot of basically interview type questions. We learn about the people that are at the practice. We learn about the skill set that's present there. We learn about the culture of the practice, and then we begin to dive into the types of patients you already have and the types of patients you would like to have. We will then take a look at any marketing efforts you've done, what's worked, what hasn't worked, and we do a very detailed analysis of your competitors. We put that all together. We come back to you and say, here's basically what we have found for your practice and what we believe is going to be necessary to achieve the goals that you've set out for us to achieve. And then we work together to figure out the best approach. And then we begin executing on that right away. So in most cases, it does involve a website review or a refresh. Some of the dentists we're working with, sadly, have websites that are older than they should be and are not really doing anything. And one of the interviews we had before, we talked about burning your nachos.
Yes.
And so burning your marketing nachos is to have a really bad website, to not know where your leads or your new patient leads are coming from. And then lastly, to not have a plan. And so we address every one of those issues, whether it's through paid ads on social, whether it's paid ads on Google, search engine optimization, setting up review generation, responding to reviews. Basically, we become your marketing department so that you can go do the things that you love to do.
And I think that's so important to just focus. I mean, what you do is awesome because you help us tell our story, the story we want to tell to patients digitally and virtually. To connect with Jamie, we have a text code for Jamie, text DayOne to 55444. And what I want to share is, you've heard, we're going to bring our sponsors on at the end and talk amongst each other, but we brought on a lot of different ways to save money, do this, but Merchant Advocate, save on credit card processing. It's so easy to see this, right? I save $300 a month, but I want to share my own story from just yesterday. I saw a patient who this patient's sister came in for over $30,000 of work from marketing. She referred her brother who came in for $40,000 of work. And now her brother has referred his wife for $20,000 of work. So that one marketing effort, one of the things I think marketers don't get enough credit for is the lifetime value of what you do for patients. So yes, it's great to collect money and do that. It's great to save on credit card processing composite, but this is really the queso that makes you excited to do what you do, because these are the people that go out and talk to you and refer other people. So that's where you get your combination, I believe, Jamie, of the digital and virtual marketing coupled with word of mouth. Have you seen that in your clients as well?
You're absolutely right. And what we try and do when we are working through the process of figuring out the targeting that we're going to have and how we're going to reach out to those target patients and the messaging that we're going to do, we always come back to the idea that what is the lifetime value of this patient? Even if we're reaching out, if an office wants hygiene patients, what's the lifetime value of a hygiene patient? You might spend,
Right.
you might spend a few $100s to get a hygiene patient in, but if they're going to be with you for 10 years
Sure.
and they're going to bring their spouse, they're going to bring their children, I mean, that's money well spent. So we always come back to what's the lifetime value. And then also we do the best that we can with, some practices don't have a very robust measurement system, but when they do, we do the best that we can to bring it. Here's dollars spent on advertising. Here's the patients that came in, and then working with the dentist in their practice management system, we figure out, okay, what was the value of that patient coming in?
Yeah.
So we don't just leave it up to the dentist. In fact, that's one of the things we try to prevent them from doing, is to doing all the work by themselves. We want them, as I said, doing the things they love, whether it's more dental care, or if it's just spending less time on their marketing efforts.
And I agree with all that. And, the power of video, create awareness. You may be sending out Facebook ads that people may come in 4 or 5 months from now, but they saw you on the channels that they're tuned into, just like dentists are seeing us on the Dental Nacho channel, and they're getting some awareness. So there right now, just to tell the story, there's probably a 4th-year dental student watching you, Jamie, who's going to reach out to you 2 years from now and say, I remember you from the Nacho thing. That happens to us with patients.
Yeah.
I remember you from that I was on Instagram. I saw this thing. You guys were doing some donations to the local hospital. It's all fun. And we are allowed, dental school doesn't always let us feel this way, Jamie, but we're allowed to have fun, share our wins, and do that. So we're going to bring on the other sponsor in a minute. But before we do that, share with us how people can reach out to you directly. We have your text code of DayOne, text DayOne to 55444. But how would people reach out to you directly?
Sure. The best way to reach out to me directly is to go to a special landing page that we've set up for people coming from Dental Nachos, and it's dentalmarketingdoneright.com/nachos. There's a link on there that you can schedule a phone call with me, or you can contact me directly if you don't want to go that route, and you can call me directly at 856-245-5817. So it's dentalmarketingdoneright.com/nachos or 856-245-5817.